Hi all, welcome to BRR Knowledge Center. In this today's session, we'll talk about MySQL Workbench as a tool which will visualize all your schema and its tables, and also you can query the tables data using MySQL statements and look at the different kind of dashboards where the schema is connected and the other related stuff for the database. And also it is very helpful for the developer, especially for DBAs. Basically it enables visualization for the DBA persons, where they can visualize the data and they can generate dashboards as part of development, and which is a good tool for MySQL. And let's get into this and see like how we are going to install it in your local, and then how we are going to run this and see like how tables are having it in structured format, and how we are querying the data from the schema tables. Let's get into this. So as I mentioned, so this is a kind of unified visual tool for database architect or DBAs. So even it is helpful for developers as well. And this MySQL Workbench provides data modeling or SQL development, and also other stuff which we can see now in the demonstration. So let me quickly get into this, like how to install it and your local, and how to set up this MySQL, and how you are going to open this MySQL database in this MySQL Workbench visualization tool. So first, what we need to do is we need to download this. So this is where you have the stuff for downloading here, and based on operating system you can choose your operating system here, and that way it is going to enable the downloading on a page here. And you just download here, go to download page, so where you have a different kind of EMSI installer files here for x86 and x86 32-bit. And also you can choose whatever operating system related stuff here, and that you choose it here. I think MySQL Workbench download for Windows. If you just type it here, and it shows you here, and here from here you can select here Windows 64 or x86 MSI installer file here, and the latest version was 8.0.30. Once you install this, and you will get this Workbench as tool in your local system, as like in this way. So as I already created a kind of database here, which actually pulling all my data from key clock. So for that, what I did was is I just ran my container here, Docker container, to run my SQL image, so which I've already created, and I kept that volume in this folder path, so that way I'll persist my data and showcase this. So if you go and see here, I think this is running MySQL, and if you open here my key clock database scheme here, I'll have a key clock scheme here. In that I have tables, different type of tables have been already having it inside of my key clock. And similar way, I think you can create whatever scheme you want to create database. Here you can create here required database, and you have different options here to execute. And even you can see like different kind of options here to create modeling and data stuff here. And also you can visualize this if you go on here and see here, and you can see the server status running, like a CPU load and other stuff. You can see here in the dashboard format all this stuff, and even you can see client connection here, like how it is running in the client connection. And even you see users and privileges and the status and data export, data import, start and shutdown, server logs. So there are different things here. If you look at here the dashboard, you can see a dashboard stuff. Like how it looks like for the present key schema, key clock schema here. This is the network status, and this is something MySQL status here. And you see all the commands which you are running, and how much time it has taken. So all this stuff you can see here. And if you want to take a report, performance schema setup, so all this stuff you can showcase here. and you can pick up whatever you want here from this particular area of MySQL workbench. Now I'm going to my schemas here, key clock, and so I have some tables here, all these tables having different information, and I'll go for user entity here and see like how my data is being fetched. If you look at here, select star from key clock user entity, and it is going to run and give you the data of your table data here. Okay, and also you see here action output, so how many rows and the duration, everything you can see here as part of input output, and text output. If you want, you can get text output, and if you want history output, you can see all the history output. So this is all about benefit of using MySQL workbench. And apart from that, so if you use this MySQL workbench, okay, so you will have different aspects that is available on Windows, Linux or Mac OS, different operating systems. First thing was design. So like in the MySQL workbench enables a DBA and developer or data architect to visualize the design model and generate the required dashboards or manage the databases. It includes everything as a data model needs for creating complex ER models, forward and reverse engineering, and also delivers key features for performing difficult change management and documentation tasks that normally require much time and effort. Okay, and apart from that, we have a develop. So that is one of the main feature here. That means this workbench delivers visual tool for creating or executing and optimizing SQL queries. And by seeing this time, so you can optimize your query or you can edit your query. So the SQL editor provides color syntax highlighting here. If you look at here, this is the color indication here. It is highlighting here. So that's how it is autocomplete or reuse of SQL snippets and execution history of SQL. That's what I mentioned here. You can see history of the same command so far. So the database connections panel enables the developers to easily manage standard-based connections. So this here you can manage this connectivity to database. So what database you want to connect it and the parameters which you are going to provide it. And also it have administrative benefits here. That means Visual Console to easily administer MySQL environments and gain better visibility into database. So developers and DBAs can use the visual tools for configuring servers, administering users, performing backup and recovery, inspecting audit. So all this stuff you can have it here in this menu bar here based on the option you are going to select here. So migration, wizard, edit type, set table data, and server status, client connections, data export, data import. There are several options here as part of administrating of your schema tables. So database migration also we have it here. So as I mentioned here, the migration wizard. So it basically having different steps here based on the values you are providing. So easy to use solution for migrating Microsoft SQL Server or Microsoft Access or Sybase, PostgreSQL, any other RDBMS tables, objects, and data to MySQL. Developers and DBA can quickly easily add and convert existing applications to run on MySQL, both on Windows and other operating systems. So migration also supports migration or migrating from earlier versions of MySQL to the latest release as well. So these are some of the benefits we have in this particular workbench of MySQL, and I think so people can see this and enjoy the beauty of this. So that way, I think like how to run and how to see. This is a similar look of MySQL Server, but apart from that, also I think you can see different features here. Form editor and fields of this particular entity. So where this table having how many columns here, and the data type and character size and data size and query status and the timings of this query, basically in the kind of milliseconds, how much time it has taken to process rows and temporary tables. And this is the execution plan If you look at here, full table scan, and these are all some of the features we have, and we can use this for lesser data maintenance going forward for any applications. So I hope you understand the workbench purpose, and the kind of visualization we have here, and how it is having benefit to the developer and DBA, and even for architects. They can come here and they can see so what is happening inside of the schema and tables and the execution plan, everything they can see. And even we can perform administrative roles here, and also design and development stuff also we can do this as part of SQL Server or MySQL query optimization and modification of MySQL statements. So I hope you understand the benefit of MySQL Workbench, and please download this and look at other options which I got missed, and use this for better design and modeling of your data. So thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe this channel for more videos. Thank you.